Y'all give me one more round of applause. Man, y'all please give it up for Pastor Coward. It simply makes sense. Would y'all agree with that?
Yes.
And you must give it up for superstar director, Miss Lorna Chapman. Showcasing our product, which is travel. Would y'all agree we say a recess?
Yes.
They don't take a GED to figure this one out, do it? No. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, please understand, again, as Pastor Coward mentioned, I served our country more than 2 decades. 22 years, retired from the military, and went and got another job, just like every retiree I personally know. Right?
Yeah.
How many of y'all know somebody who retired but had to go back into the workforce?
Yeah.
That happens too often in our society. Well, because of the compensation plan that Pastor Coward just showed you, I actually didn't just get one job when I retired, I got 2. I'm just telling y'all a bit of my story right now. Because I was that person, even after retiring, I was still in between blessings. In Florida, where I grew up, they called it broke. What they call it here in Raleigh? Okay, just check. Where you had too much money at the end of your money. Right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, my first job, I was able to call in well because of this compensation plan. I was supposed to be at 8 o'clock that morning. I called by 9. Miss Captain, I had one of those supervisors who was nasty. Anybody have a nasty supervisor?
Yeah.
Somebody's up sitting next to us. Y'all stop. Miss Captain, when I called in, Orlanda, where you at? You supposed to be here. I said, hold on, partner. Who you talking to this morning? True story. He said, well, no, man, you never been late like this. It's an hour late. What's going on? I said, I'm calling in well. He said, what you mean? I said, well, I ain't coming back no more. True story. Now, this is not quit your job night. Somebody say, don't quit your job. Because I hear people say that all the time. They get excited, right? Oh, my job is killing me. No, your job is feeding you. We're talking about supplemental income. And Pastor Coward did a phenomenal job helping you understand that. Ms. Lorna Chapman did a phenomenal job helping you understand that. Part-time. Somebody say part-time.
Part-time.
I started part-time in this industry, and it began to yield me that full-time result over the compounded times that he talked about.
Right.
The fact is, you're going to be 3 to 5 years older 3 to 5 years from now anyway.
Right.
What would have changed? See, for things to change, you must change. You agree with that? Right. But ladies and gentlemen, because of the director's program, I called in on my second job and gave my 2-day notice. Yeah, I was leaving at 8 o'clock that night. When I called by 9. Orlanda, where you at? Hold on, partner. Who are you talking to this evening? True story. He's like, well, man, you never been late like this. It's an hour late. Nobody know where you at. What's going on? I want to give my 2-day notice. No, man, you know it's 14-day notice. That's the policy. No, you're going to know that today is my last day. And that's a true story. Don't y'all call one day tomorrow. I'm well. I'm calling it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But ladies and gentlemen, as Pastor Coward mentioned, I'm a 4-star director right now. September of last year, my organization grew to 1,500 people. Right? Not me personally enrolling 1,500 people, but telling a few people who told a few people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with 1,500 people, the company recognized you as a 4-star director, and they paid a $3,000 raise from $2,000 to $5,000 to start your month off. So, of every single month since September last year, that's $60,000 a year on average. Some people don't earn that on a job. Our company is paying that out right now in bonuses. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
As if that wasn't enough, we added another $10 in team bonuses on top of the 1,500 people. So what if everybody in my organization made 1 sale per week?
Ouch.
You realize that's $15,000 a week in earning potential? Where can you do that? Legally. Right? $15,000 a week in earning potential?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what PlanNetMarketing is affording you. I'm saying earning potential because you got a possibility to earn that type of income. We know everybody's not going to make 1 sale a week, but there will be some people who do more than just one.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was in Dallas, Texas on Saturday. I have a cousin who lives there. I had a 15-minute conversation with her, and she said, cousin, it makes sense. I'm getting started. Let me show you the power of this compensation plan. Because I did become a goal builder that Pastor Carol talked about, that's another $10 in bonuses. Y'all realize that, right? I love it because Mr. Bradley made it accumulative. So it don't negate the previous bonus, it's a cumulative. When I became a 1-star, guess what? That was another 10. That's how I illustrated that, didn't it? Well, here's the short story. Long story short, short story shorter. It's $50 in team bonuses as a 4-star. So not only did I get a $50 direct sale, I got $50 in team bonuses.
Wow.
$100 from a 15-minute conversation with my cousin. Does that make sense? Some of y'all look like you're going to talk to a lot of people, right? But guys, understand the power of that. And my organization right now is well over 3,400 people. Again, that's $10 per transaction if I had nothing to do with the conversation. Y'all follow that? Our last level of $10 bills is at 5-star director, where my organization will be over 4,000 people before August 13th. And the company says, as a 5-star director, we pay you $10,000 a month. We currently have one 5-star director, Mr. Shedrick White. Now, please understand your timing and positioning. One 5-star, no 6, no 7, no 8, no 9 yet. And this company's only 20 months old. Guys, that's a big deal.
Yes.
You're in $1 million seats, whether you realize it or not.
Right.
But the question is, what will you do in this position? Does that make sense? Yeah. Long story short, our director's program at 9-star pays you $100,000 every single month. Earning potential. Y'all get this, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you something. Mr. Bradley said, I'm going to reward, I won't repeat it. Now, this is not part of the compensation plan. This is from the heart of our founder. He said, I'm going to create a ring program. And to earn and qualify for the Presidential Sapphire Ring, you have to earn at least $8,333.33 for 2 consecutive months. There's a young lady in the room right now. Somebody say right now.
Right now.
Who did that in the first 2 months. In the 3rd month, she donned the Presidential Sapphire Ring. Guys, she is helping to spearhead this Raleigh market, and she don't live here in Raleigh.
Right.
Somebody say Clue.
Clue.
She's all the way down from Bowie, Maryland.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody say Bowie.
Bowie.
Down here booing up y'all area. But guys, it's an honor to introduce this young lady and present her to some of you, because her and I have an amazing relationship, and I've gleaned so much from this young lady. She's an industry icon.
Right.
One of the most sought after leaders, one of the most professional trainers, a lady who has a heart as big as the state of Texas. She loves to have fun. She knows how to make the money. Y'all, please give it up for 3-star, going 4-star, Presidential Sapphire Ring winner.
I just really want to say that, particularly to all of our guests, I've been introduced to this industry about 12 years ago, and I joined actually for the travel benefits, but please understand that I stayed for the money. And the reason why I want to share that with you is because oftentimes we don't realize that we've stopped dreaming, that we lower our lifestyles to match our income level. Well, guess what? What the Planet Marketing means to me is that it allowed me not just to dream again, but to live those dreams.
That's right. I say it's possible.
It's possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, please understand that we're just a representation. We are the evidence. We know that faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. So tonight, I will submit to you that you don't even need faith.
That's right.
You can say your faith for something you really need it for.
Yeah.
You know what? It's time to execute. Would y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you earn at least $20,661.66 for 2 consecutive months, you actually qualify for the President's Ring. But myself, Ms. Eileen Ross, Ms. J.P. Watkins actually sport the Presidential Ruby Ring, which signifies earnings of $250,000 in a 12-month calendar period. And I'm also blessed that my organization will accomplish that in the first 10 months. Ms. Ann Jones will be donning that Ruby Ring very shortly. Right? And I don't say that to impress you, because Mrs. Jones has a heart just like mine. It's not about us, but how many people can we help succeed?
That's right.
And the way I look at it, if I'm earning $250,000, how many people are earning a 5-figure income?
Right.
If I'm earning 6. How many people are earning a 4-figure income? Well, actually 4 figures do well in your household. Now we know we got some people content being hundredaires. Right? And if you're content being hundredaires, then that's okay, we got room for you too. Would y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Shedrick White, the gentleman I told you about, he is the #1 money earner right now. And he is donning the presidential diamond ring.
Yes.
This gentleman earns over $500,000
Woo!
in this company right now. Now, don't y'all tell me I told y'all, but $60,000 a month?
Yes.
And you can even spend that much money, can you? He can't either. But ladies and gentlemen, by the end of this year, Mr. White and myself will be wearing the presidential double diamond ring, signify earns of $83,333. This year. And Mr. White, as a 5-star director, Mr. Bradley decided he'd put a Rolex watch on your wrist. So when I achieve 5-star, when Mr. Jones achieve 5-star, when Pastor Coward achieve 5-star, when Wayne, when you become a 5-star, Anthony, when you become a 5-star, Tam, Jamil. I ain't got my glasses, Jamil. I'm sorry. And just like J.I.M. died, I thought it was a 7. Jamil, who wrote that? Get him. But whenever you become and qualify for these guys, what's going to be here? Does it make sense?
Makes sense.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please understand, as we wrap up, that this is a turnkey business. I love it because it's no background checks or credit checks. So you can relax. Right? Turnkey, meaning everything you need to succeed is already in place.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a virtual back office
Yes.
where the company tracks everything for you.
Yes.
We got a legal department, an accounting department, right? And they track all that for you.
Yes.
It's nothing you have to do. Turnkey business up and running immediately.
Yes.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Reports, we even have a PlanNet app where you can put your business on steroids. In my opinion, right? You can reach people around the world via your phone. How many of y'all have a smartphone anyway? And you do everything else on your phone, right? Imagine growing your business turned into an ATM. Okay. All the training you need. Ms. Ann Jones, a video in your library. You can study her, the training she conducts. Myself, Ms. J.P. Watkins, Ms. Shedrick White, the top money earners have a video library of them doing trainings of things you should be learning and studying every single day.
That's right.
To help you learn about your business, how to share your business, and leverage.
Yes.
And guess what? You can tell my story to the people that you don't even know yet. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's about leverage, ladies and gentlemen. Because some of you think, well, I don't have that story. Use my story. This guy retired from the military 22 years and went and got a job. And because of this industry, now he fired his boss. That might not be the story you want, but guess what? You can use mine. Pastor Coward, again, full-time pastor, but moving about the earth empowering families. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, please understand that the journey of success starts with one step. And tonight, the guests that's in the room, y'all made a step. You made a step tonight. Now, what's one of the sporting stores here in Raleigh? Are we in Raleigh or? We're in Raleigh. Okay.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods? Okay. If I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and I buy a football, how much is that football worth? 20 bucks?
45.
25? About $40? Okay, in my hand, that football worth $40. I'm nice with this, but it's worth $40. I put that football in the hands of Cam Newton. How much is that football worth now? Billions. I go to Dick's Sporting Goods, I get a basketball. I buy that basketball, it's probably 30 bucks maybe. I mean, I'm nice with this. Don't get me wrong. But in my hands, that basketball is worth 35 bucks. But if I put that basketball in the hands of a Steph Curry, a LeBron James, a KD, a Jordan, how much is that basketball worth now? Millions. What's one of y'all grocery stores here? Food Line. If I go to Food Line and I buy, let's say, 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. In my hands, I'll make a good fish sandwich. And y'all might get a piece. But I put those 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread in the hands of the man from Galilee. In my hands, this business has yielded my family $250,000. In my hands. Wait, can I see your hand? Can I see your hand? Can I see your hand just like mine, right? Jamil?
Don't stop right there.
But in my hands,
Yes.
the very business that you just heard about, in my hands, the very compensation plan you just witnessed, in my hands, the very opportunity that we're affording you, in my hands, yielded me $250,000 in the first 10 months. The $1 million question is, what will the business be worth in your hands? Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
welcome. I'm gonna leave that alone. Put that down. But listen, guys, we definitely appreciate y'all so very much. Absolutely. I thought it was up there. All right, listen, in closing, the last thing I want to share with you, what really has changed the industry, in my opinion, and really speaks to the heart of our founder and visionary, Mr. Donald Bradley, more important than the time freedom that his business has afforded me, more important than the personal freedom that it has afforded me, more important than the financial freedom that it has afforded me, is something called the PlanNet Pledge. Because this is what has afforded me peace of mind. A lot of y'all probably have good jobs. But would you want your children to be willed your job? Some of y'all don't even want to pass that on, do you? Here in PlanNetMarketing, Mr. Bradley created a PlanNet Pledge that says your business and the income that you've created will outlast you. What does that mean? My children are not just going to get more satisfied travelers. They're going to get all the income I just talked about, all the income Pastor Coward just spoke about, all the travel commissions Ms. Lauren Chapman just spoke about, my director bonuses, my weekly income, my team bonuses, my residual income, all those forms of income will be willed to my children. And then my fold of eyeballs I look at every single day called Jeremiah and Olivia. Now, imagine that. And more important than them receiving the income, the directors that you just heard from, we have a pact that we're going to wrap our arms around my family or whomever family in the event of our untimely death. And we're going to help the organization continue to grow. So your income, guys. You don't see companies doing that. You don't see founders of companies doing that. They find ways to stop paying you. Retired military. When I pass away, my retirement pay stops. It's not willable. Imagine that. But what you build will outlive you. That's the PlanNet Pledge. And I'm going to take a phrase from Pastor Coward, as he stated earlier. If that is not reason enough for you to get started, I don't know what is. Have the opportunity, guys, to truly leave a legacy, a will and not bills for your family. And tonight, don't make $1 million decision. It's $199. And I'm going to talk to you about 2 categories of 3 people. Usually a number 3 is a person who says, everything y'all share makes sense, but for me, it's just not for me right now at this point in my life. I don't want to save money when I travel. I don't want to get paid when other people travel. I don't want to go to Jamaica for $149. It's not for me. And we respect that. That's number 3. Only thing we ask of youth is not for you to own your business. Simply get that with the person that invited you and patronize them. And let them get paid for the travel that you're going to book anyway, since it's not for you to get paid. Make sense? Yes. Or number 2 is the person who says, everything y'all share makes sense. I have a couple of questions. I was a number 2 when I first heard about this industry. I was number 2, and can I tell you, be very transparent? The only question I had was, can I make my payment on payday? Because when I got started in the industry 10 years ago, it was $500. And I didn't have it at the time, being very transparent with you. But I realized, if I live in the wealthiest country in the world, and I can't put my hands on $500, I need this business more than I realized. But tonight, we're not talking about $500. $200. A number one is a person who's like Wayne, sitting here on the front row. Edward, who says, I'm ready to get started, not now, but right now. Right? You could have sat down 10 minutes ago, Mr. Funny Man, all the joke. I'm ready. Right? You're number one. So it don't matter what number you are, a 1, 2, or 3. Get that with the person, let them know what number you are. Right? And then the second category of 3 people I want to talk about are the categories that PlanNetMarketing is creating. We're creating 3 categories of people: billionaires, millionaires, and witnesses.
Right.
I'm not gonna witness, you can come backwards. So you decide whatever it is for you guys, and we thank you for coming out tonight, to all the guests. And y'all, please, can we do this one last time? Give our guests another round of applause. That's very important. That's very important. So thank y'all so much, and to all the business partners, thank y'all again. Raleigh, let's take this thing to the next level. Guys, we're gonna take a 10-minute break, get our guest questions answered, get you enrolled. Again, turnkey business, you up and running immediately, right? No background check, no credit check, you're good to go, right? And then we're gonna do some training. I've been given the honor to do some training here with the incredible champions. So if you want to hear from somebody who, like Pascal said, know how a little bit about making money in the industry in this company, I would love to share it with you. I'm going to talk about the heart of champions. That's my training tonight, the heart of champions. And yes, you're more than welcome to stay as well. Thank y'all so much.